welcome back to my channel. And sorry for delaying the second video for so long. I've been unwell lately, and I was asked for bed rest for a week, so I was not able to get up. But I'm fine now. I'm super perfect now. Okay, so as I told you in my last videos, my some of my initial blogs were about how to deal with quarantine, how to keep yourself healthy during a quarantine, this lockdown that we've been through. So I won't be discussing them now because uh, lockdown is kind of over, and we are on the stage of unlocking. So I will talk about it in probably the next video, but for this video I'll be jumping on to my next blog, which I wrote about how important is digital detoxing these days. So let's jump onto the video. But wait, did I just forget to introduce myself again? Sorry, I'm Shitesh Bhatnagar from Me's Lifestyle, and I'll be giving you certain tricks, certain lifestyle hacks that will make you a better man, which is all my blog and this channel is all about. So if you really want to keep on going, and if you're looking for such stuff, such content, so I'll be coming up with so many videos, so much of content in the coming time. Yeah, subscribe to my channel and let's get the video started. So talking about my next blog, it was about how to how important is digital detoxing these days. And I know you've heard it already a million times in your life, by your father, by anyone who's elder than you, your teachers. Teachers always provoke your parents to detach your children from mobile phones or iPads or laptops, whatever. So let me tell you in a very cool and a very layman language how important is digital detoxing is for you. Your normal life, to carry on with your life, to make you better, to refresh your mind, to reset your brain. That's very important. You know what? Let me tell you that I'm no different from you. I was in that exact same stage when I was glued to my mobile phone playing PUBG or any other such game, scrolling down Instagram or Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform there are in the market. But after giving my so much time, after giving almost half of my day, probably more than half of your day, you almost give about till the time you're not asleep, you're giving all the time you have in the world to your phone, to anything digital around you, to your phone, to your iPad, to your TV, whatever. But that somehow makes you detached from the real life and more attached to the real life, real real life, that you shouldn't be that much worried about. We've been coming across news lately that children are so much engrossed in that game PUBG, and I won't specially mention that game, and there are certain other games which are so addictive, and children and everyone, not just children, we are practically talking, we are almost everyone today is addicted to mobile phones in some or the other way. Either they're watching a match or scrolling down news, Instagram, WhatsApp images, whatever. But gluing to your mobile phone doesn't give you that satisfaction. It will somehow take away the sleep, the good night sleep that you want to have, because at the end of the day you'll just feel tired. But if you go through it, if you run your day in your mind before sleeping, you'll realize you've actually done nothing that should make you tired. So that's a pretty depressing thought. Your day was not at all productive. You didn't do anything that would help you in the future. Nope. So you giving up that is, I understand it's not easy to change your lifestyle completely, to do this is to just leave your phone aside is not easy, but in this video we'll go through how gradually you can take baby steps that will help you to you know focus more on the real life you should be living rather than the real life that we are all focusing on right now. Okay, with that said, let's also learn what the technical meaning of the term digital detoxing. So by digital detoxing we mean that giving up all the digitally exhaustive things that you have around in your life right now, like smartphones, social media platforms, iPads, whatever, whatever digital. So you're giving up that. So that's what comes in digital detoxing. So as I was saying, I was also a part of that crowd who was consistently on the phone, on the mobile phone, who was consistently scrolling down media, who was so much into consuming media content, until some months back when I realized how much I've been wasting my time, how much I'm being unproductive all my day, and I've been wasting my life. So I thought of taking up some steps that I should have taken a couple of months earlier. Consistently being on the phone, consistently comparing your lives with others super exciting so-called lives, which is not exactly super exciting, it's all a sham after all. You get depressed, even if it's a life. But if you're comparing someone Instagram life with your life, you'll get depressed. That's not a good feeling to sleep with. So I was exactly at that stage. I got very depressed by comparing my life with the people who are on Instagram, which is probably not the right thing to do, because I later realized that everything is a sham. Everyone's pretending on social media. No one's actually that happy as much as they're showing on social media. So okay, so after realizing the imaginary world I've been living in, I finally decided on giving up, taking some time out when I'll be digitally detoxing myself from the imaginary world, and I'll try to get in touch with actual real life around me. So let's hop on to why actually we need digital detoxing, which somehow we know the facts, we know the reasons at the back of my mind, but probably this interaction, this will help you in realizing why you need digital detoxing in your life. And I'm not saying that you have to do it for the rest of your life, probably one day a week, because that's how I started. So let's know why we need digital detoxing. Not Kabir Singh, it's digital detoxing.
Yeah.
That's probably the most shittiest joke you'll hear today. But that's that. You know what? Ample researches have been conducted on this topic alone that say that 70% of the teenagers are totally addicted to their mobile phones, and there are around 65% of them who are who have to check their phones hourly. And trust me, that are probably false statistics, because you might realize yourself that you check your phone not on an hourly basis, but probably on a 15-minute basis, because I did. And I am pretty much ashamed that I was being such a grown up, I was so much into this thing, so okay, so let's jump on to why we need digital detoxing. First point would be, technology is stressful. It gets stressful after a period of time. It also depends on the amount of your usage, but nowadays everyone is using it so fucking much in their lives. So it gets stressful, comparing your life with others on social media platforms, consistently worrying about emails. There is also this I don't really remember the name of that disease, but it's of that disorder, or what is that? It's something called it's the fear of losing a notification of your mobile phone, something like that. So there is such a thing. Did you ever imagine that there would be a time when such a thing would come into place, into existence? The fear of missing out notifications. So yeah, there's this thing. So it gets stressful after a period of time, consistently worrying about emails, calls. There are times when you really don't want to reply to an email because you're not in that mindset on that moment, but you have to reply it, and it gets pretty much stressing. It's pretty much stressful for you, and you have to pick up that call, you have to talk to that how do I define it, that not so good boss of yours. You need to report to them, and it gets stressful. So after a meantime, you deep down you should realize how much important it is for you to digitally detox yourself. Okay, the second point why you need digital detoxing in your life is you need to sleep better. You know, you'd be lying. I know probably most of 90% of you would be lying if they'll say that you don't really check your mobile phone before going to sleep. I know, I did too. Scrolling down Instagram or whatever social media platform you love nowadays uh, for hours before going to sleep. Trust me, it messes with your sleep, it messes with your dreams, and gradually after some time, some days, you'll realize that uh, it is probably messing with your work also, messing with your personal life also, because you're not getting enough sleep. No matter, after using your mobile phone for hours before you go to sleep, even if you get an 8 hour sleep or a 9 hour sleep, it won't be enough to rest your eyes, to give your mind a fresh start the next day. So I'd suggest, before going to sleep, you need at least 30 minutes. Before 30 minutes, put down your phone, just rest for 30 minutes, and then go to sleep. And it will be probably best for your eyes in the longer run. So yes, you need to sleep better. For third point, why you need digital detoxing in your life is, too much of socializing digitally will somehow affect your actual life. And I know you know it, you knew it already, everyone knows it, but still there is a need for realizing it. Actually, we know a lot of things, we know a lot of things at the back of my mind that are good, and we should be doing it in our daily lives, but we don't. So that's why I'm reminding you how much, it as I told you that connecting just socially on digitally isn't enough for you to live a good life. If you're too much addicted to just socializing via digital platforms, social platforms, you'll somehow forget the essence of living in the moment. You know what I mean? Living in the moment, living right now, living with real people, and not just digitally scrolling down social media people. Nope. You're if you this addiction not just affects your present, it affects your future. If you're even on a vacation, or even trying to spend a quality time with your loved ones, you'll find yourself scrolling down a social media platform, looking at your phone for no reason, because you're addicted to it. You need to learn how much the essence of socializing with real people, actually talking to someone face to face, and not just whatsapping and text messaging them. Probably there is this thing. I completely understand this mindset that most of us are losing to this game called life, which we have no control over. We don't have control over our lives. But then there is this social media life, which we think that we have control over it. That totally depends on how we are portraying it. So that makes us more inclined towards the digital life that we have. I completely understand that point. But you just can't enjoy in the virtual world that you have created for yourself. You need to get back in the game. You need to get back in reality and realize where you actually stand. Breaking the monotonicity. Sorry, I fumbled. Monotonicity. Okay. You know, you you have a certain routine that you're following every day. There is a certain schedule that you have set for every day for the week. You go to the office Monday to Friday, get back, spend the weekend with your family. Saturday, Sunday, there is nothing new that's happening. This digital detoxing can be a good way of breaking this monotonicity. Breaking the schedule that you have in your life, that is doing the exact same thing every day, which I cannot do personally. I hate that. My every day of my life being the same. I hate that fucking shit. So that this you why you need digital detoxing is this can be a big reason. You need to break that monotonicity. You break that schedule that you've been following every day of your life till now. You need something new. Probably even if it happened to me, this YouTube channel idea, this never came to me when I was actually watching YouTube videos of other people, when I was actually scrolling through social media platforms all day. This idea never occurred to me then. Digital detoxing, when I actually started practicing digital detoxing, then there was this one day. What I used to do was, I still do that. I take out one day of my week when I will not touch any of the digital things that are around me, my mobile phones, laptop, or whatever. I'll just spend time with my family. I'll be more focused on spending real time with my friends. So this idea came to me when during those days when I was completely free of that social stress. It will actually help you refresh your brain to think about something new in your life, and that would be way more promising, way more helping to you in the longer run, trust me. Okay. So the last point, totally the last point, that why you need digital detoxing. Before I jump on to the question how you can digital detox, would be it increases your attention span. Okay, so tell me, when was the last time that you were able to focus on just one thing without getting distracted from anything else? I understand that being so much on phone, you are consistently on your mobile phone, there are notifications coming in. But there is this time when you've lost your attention span. You cannot focus on just one thing for a longer time, for not even a longer time, for just a minimal time you can imagine. That's not possible. Digital detoxing can help you do that. If you really want to study for long hours, you need to stop looking at your phone, stop getting distracted. If you really need to work for longer hours without getting distracted, stop looking at your phone. Do as I said, that I did digital detoxing for one day a week, which I started initially, and it actually increased my attention span on things. I was able to finish books in a way shorter period than I usually can, and I was able to do things that I was not able to do previously, because a lot of distractions yeah, social media distractions, which everybody has nowadays, surprisingly. So yes. Okay, with that said, wait. Nope, I'm not promoting something, but this one zipper is what my mom got me a couple of months back, and it's of Marvel, probably from Miniso, and I love it. You know, it's pretty cute. Doesn't go with my personality, so I never really showed it to anyone. Okay. So where were we? I was telling you about how can you digital detox. Yes. First point. Firstly, okay. Before jumping onto that, let me tell you, it won't be easy. At first, you'll feel like let's just give up. That's what we have to correct right now. Uh, the thinking of giving up. You know, with these things, you'll gradually develop habits that will actually help you in your life in longer run. Okay, so let's just say that tomorrow is the day that you decide to digital detox yourself, and you're 2 hours into this digital detoxing day, and you feel that urge to check that phone again, what's happening in this world, what's happening around you, what's happening on Instagram, what's new, and you'll feel that urge to give up, you know but try not to give up, man. Giving up is way too easy, and as I talked about being the nice guy and how can you be the so-called bad boy in your life, giving up is not what bad boys do. Giving up is not what a man do. It's not even the question of a man or a girl, but trust me, it's way important. You need to extract that habit of giving up so easily from your life and throw it away. If you really want to achieve something, if you really want to get somewhere you so much want to be, you need to extract that habit of giving up. So yes, okay, so first thing that you can do to digital detox is social distancing from your phone. I've so this is something, the term that's being so much coined these days, so probably you'll understand in these terms. So social distancing from your phone. Keep your phone, if you're so unsure that you will be checking your phone somehow, uh, so keep that phone in some other room, not the room that you actually live in, some other room. Then deep down you'll feel so fucking lazy to walk up to that room just to check some shitty notifications that you don't really care about, which you'll realize in the coming time that you don't really care about those notifications that you were so eager to check on to that first day, that you'll realize in the coming days. So social distancing from your mobile phone, keep that somewhere way away from you, and whenever you feel that urge of checking the phone or whatever, just instantly distract yourself to something else. Just do a push-up, uh, or talk to your mother, talk to whoever's around you. That would be very helpful, very helpful, trust me. There's one thing also you can do, that while you're not with your phone, you can find something undigital that was in your life before, that you loved so much, playing a guitar, dancing, painting, writing, whatever. There was a hobby that you loved before your phone, the PUBG, the WhatsApp, the Snapchats, the Instagrams of the world arrived. There was something that you pretty much loved, playing with the football alone, doing some tricks, doing some new tricks, thinking of some new dance moves, making your own song. There's a lot of things that you can do undigitally. So the other thing that you can do to go into digital detoxing would be, ask yourself why. Ask the question yourself why, while pulling out the phone from your pocket, or even if you're going to check it from other room to that room where you've hidden your mobile phone. Just ask yourself why. Is it really that important? And trust me, this only question, asking yourself why you're going to check your phone right now, will push you in that guilt trip so bad that I don't think you would be wanting to check your phone afterwards. So ask that question: is it really worth it? Worth? We've been talking about digital detoxing for so long, so many minutes, and we've given so much on this, so much input on this. Is that notification really worth giving up all your patience? Is it really worth it? It isn't. Trust me, it isn't. What's worth is getting your attention span back. What matters is you. What matters is your mental health, which is consistently degrading if you're so much into this digital stuff. We don't really realize how important this is in our lives right now, but it really is. It matters. Not cutting off of your real life matters. It does matter. So ask yourself the question, why are you pulling that smartphone out of your pocket even if you don't really need it? Okay, with that said, wait. Okay, with that said, I wrap up the video here. I hope you pretty much understood how important digital detoxing is to us, and I really hope that you would be following the points I gave you to get digital detoxing in you. See you soon. Subscribe to my channel.